Alice's buddy.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Look, got drunk and had Steve to drive. Steve was 12, yeah. He called himself. What was that?
And Steve drove him home when they was drunk as skunk.
Fishing. Steve's mama was so mad. Allie and Gus was in the back. Gus, like, he calls us the Pink Panther. I say that, old chump. You think he talked like he was from England or London? Allie ain't never drunk. Steve was 11, 12 years old driving. Mama.
Yeah, because when he came to the highway, Mama almost had a heart attack. Oh my goodness.
Mama, Allie, what the hell? And Gus woke up and said, I see the old chop.
I remember. I know Steve remember that.
Oh my God. Steve 11 to 8 years old.
So there's some stuff going on this
on
King Street. I'm telling you, girl.
Sleep drunk and no fish.
Yeah,
they went on a fishing trip. No fish. They were drunk as skunks.
Down there in Aunt Gertie's
down there in Rappahannock County somewhere.
Stafford.
Stafford.
Yeah.
No, that girl was so funny. Aunt Mary can tell you all that stuff. Aunt Mary was around.
I'm telling you.
It was. I mean, it was something.
You know what make me mad sometimes? It was when I'll be home just sleeping. And you know, because Daddy's room was right next to mine, trying to sleep.
Yeah,
and
he always had the TV on.
Uncle Allen would come in.
He make you get up.
He come in. No. He come in totally, you know, because he's called himself Al Green. Mm-hmm. He used to collect phone calls and say, this is Al Green.
He called Mama for California.
Me in the middle of the night.
Al Green for California. I went, oh, Mr. Al Green.
Yep. So when he would come home and Daddy, it would be like late at night. I'd be asleep. And he would come home and kick the door open. And he and Daddy be there talking so loud and carrying on. I couldn't sleep. And I would come knock on the door, Daddy, but you all be quiet. And Uncle Allen would just be all you hear was Uncle Allen's voice. God, I'd be so damn mad. I had to wake up and go to school the next day.
Mama baby sis.
Yeah.
He said, wake up, baby sis. Mm-hmm. Take me to the bus station. Mama, goddamn, I just gave you $30 to catch the bus. Baby sis, I ain't got no money. Just $5 more.
She take me to the bus station.
Take me $5 more.
He would call in the middle of the night.
I'm
a really light sleeper. I'm a light sleeper. So I'm first one in the living room answering hello. Hey, baby girl, baby sis, listen. It's Young Allie. Young Allie. Hi, Young Allie. Do you accept the charges, baby? Yeah. Accept the charges.
Tell you to accept them, yeah.
My baby says, don't wake it. Where Daddy at?
Who would never accept them?
Daddy.
Uncle Allie.
Right, Uncle Allie on the phone. I told you not to take no calls from him. Don't accept the charges.
Calhoun would never accept the charges.
And then he would come and he would be just drunk as drunk could be.
I know it. I hate that.
Big brother, give me something to drink. And I'll get something to drink. And Daddy would go up and get the white wine vinegar and pour him a glass. And he'd drink it. He'd spit it out. This is vinegar, I damn it.
Was he trying to sober him up?
He wanted something to drink, so he would give him vinegar.
Calhoun was terrible.
That sounds like something.
I remember Mama used to tell Bob, you don't know if your brother is in trouble or not. You need to start accepting them charges. You know, I ain't accept no damn charge for that food. And Calhoun would never do it. He would always get Mama. Allie and Uncle Bob never got along, but they loved each other. Yeah. But Calhoun, you know, he was just a no-nonsense person. He wouldn't, Allie would, and Mama used to get on Calhoun all the time about being selfish like that. You know, just spend time, talk to him, you know, you don't know what's
So Uncle Bob tried to keep Mama and Uncle Allie in line? Because he seemed like he
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was Mama.
You know, by him being the older one.
But they all loved each other, but they knew Uncle Bob. They knew he was so cheap and...
Hey.
So that's her dad. Wait a minute.
When I said cheap, I mean, Calhoun was a no-nonsense person.
Yeah.
Mom and Allie believe in living life. They enjoyed their life. And Calhoun was just the opposite.
He just had another way of living.
He would get jealous of Mom and Allie a lot.
He was the farm.
Yeah.
And Mom and Uncle Allen.
Well, no,
And Uncle Allie was
Mama-
like the baby who got, you
Uncle
know.
Allie
got
was a
spoiled, so
baby.
he was spoiled then.
Uncle Allen was spoiled, but Allen went in the service. Allen was the only one that went in the service.
Okay.
Because he wouldn't leave home. Uncle Allen he wasn't
So
a
I
country
wonder,
person.
was Mama or Daddy's girl?
Mama was.
She was a Daddy's
Oh,
girl.
Lord, yeah.
Let's see.
What was
Uncle
our
grandfather
Mama,
died before we were
Mama,
Yeah, what was our granddaddy like?
Mama,
Yeah.
Granddad was a man. He was a wonderful person. Granddaddy took care of me and Pat when Mama was working.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama, every dime Mama made, she put into that house. Mama, like I said, Mama got electric put in. Mama got everything put in. And she took care of us. And anything my Granddad needed, Mama got. But like I said, when Granddad got sick, Mama left Washington, gave up everything to move back home, take care of Daddy, my Granddad. Mama had a nervous breakdown almost when Daddy died. My Granddaddy died.
He got an
She
aneurysm, right?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. Granddad
I thought
had
it was
a heart
aneurysm.
attack. He had a heart attack right in front of me and Pat. And he was, we were looking at that, never will forget it. Daddy had us under that pear tree. We were outside and he would bring us in. We came in, we're looking at Mama. The first one also got a TV. We were looking at Pig Temple. Never will forget it. And Daddy, he was laying there looking and we were saying, look, Grandma, look. And all of a sudden, Daddy was, he was trying to get Ed, and he was trying to call Mama, which was Lizzie, our grandmother.
Yeah.
He was trying to say Lizzie, Lily. And we thought Dad was playing at first. And then Daddy did like this. He fell back. And Pat and I were trying to wake him. He wouldn't wake up, and we ran in the kitchen and got Mama, which is my grandmother. We used to call Grandma.
Mama, stay here.
Mama, stay
Mama
here.
stay here.
Yeah, you remember that too.
Right. And we walked in, but Mama had already moved home because Granddad was diagnosed with a heart problem. So Mama moved home to be closer to home. Mama was working here on Culpeper Street, and we had a telephone. And when Grandma came in and saw Daddy, she made me and Pat leave the room. And she called Mama and called Uncle Bob from the fields. And within 2 seconds, I don't know how Mama got home so fast. Mama was there. And Uncle Bob came from the fields. And that's when they died and they made us leave the room. But Daddy had a heart attack. He had a massive heart attack. He died instantly.
Aneurysm.
He died instantly. And they kept asking me and Pat, what did he say? But he was trying to call
How old were you all?
We were about 5 or 6 years old.
You were young. You were
We were
real young.
real young. We may have been 6 or 7.
No,
We
Tim
were
saw
real young.
their father died too. He had a heart attack in front of him.
We never, but Daddy was trying to call my grandmother. He was trying to say Lizzie.
Right, kind of call her name.
What was Lizzie like?
My
Do you remember
grandmother,
her?
She was
Vaguely. I
My
remember she
grandma-
lived
I
with us
just
for a
vague-
short
My
time.
mama was my grandma
She
was an
lived with-
Indian.
No,
She was a Piscataway Indian. They had a town named after them.
No,
The
she-
Blackwell
Blackwell.
town. She was an Indian.
No,
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she
wasn't.
was.
She was Asian.
My grandmother was not Asian. Who told you
Shit.
that, Sandra?
You
I
did
had my
research?
DNA done.
She may have Asian in her, but
But would that be on
Mama
Daddy's side?
no, you talking about on my granddaddy's side.
You mean
Oh,
Daddy,
your
Granddaddy,
mama's.
or Mama, Grandma?
My mother, your father, Mama,
Maybe
Uncle
on the-
Allie, their mother.
'Cause
they were-
You researched Uncle Bob's line.
Yeah.
They were. We
That what you're talking
know.
about?
I did that, but then I did a cheek swab
Uh-huh.
because it was always you're great. She was Indian or whatever. I did it after seeing some special Oprah had on with Louis Gates. You know him, that guy, the professor,
Oh, yeah, the one that
had-
the beer summit guy,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
right.
He
So
did
he was
that.
doing all these like famous people's DNA,
Oh, okay.
so you could send in and do it, and I did it.
Right.
And the results came back, and I was like, "Oh, I know
She's
what it's
not
going to
Asian.
say."
Trust me.
It
It's
says
nothing Oriental.
What is...
it said 49 sub-Saharan African, which means I'm not even 50% black,
I remember you saying that.
37% European, and 14% East Asian.
Let me tell you.
Get out.
Pat and I lived on those reservations. We stayed. We went down to those campgrounds.
But
we attended those powwows. My grandmother,
It said my spit
Asian
had
blood may
zero.
have came up
But
in
could that
there.
be from
0%.
the father's side too? Did it say parental or material?
You know what? I don't know.
Because it could have been from. 'cause
There.
my grandfather was white.
Yeah, great granddad.
Great granddad was
Great
white.
granddad was white.
And all that stuff could have came from his bloodline.
From his side. Don't you remember the pictures that Mama didn't have?
But Grandma
Mom-
was
Oh
a
yeah,
very-
but that's
Grandma
what I'm
was-
saying.
she
Yeah.
was-
I have 0 native blood in me, so if she had it, it would have shown up.
Let me tell you,
It
she
shows
was,
up. It's a high percentage
she
of
was
East Asian.
Asian and European.
It may have been part on his side.
You know what they did? The Chinese were in Virginia and East Coast long before anybody, before Christopher
They
Columbus
were
and stuff.
not there before the Indians.
And they got no.
They
I'm
were
talking.
not
They were there at the
there
same
before the
time.
Indians.
I'm saying
No,
like in the
she- that's like before
1300s.
it-
not through Jamestown.
No, Indians are always there, but they were the first non-native people to come.
If that
The
were
Chinese
true,
were like in the
but let me tell you
1300s.
something. My grandmother, she
That-
was not 100% Indian.
Let me finish, girl. Let me finish.
She was not 100%
So
Indian.
let me finish.
But she had black in her, because she, trust me, she
Of
had
course she
some black
did.
in her.
Yeah.
But she was Piscataway.
So they came like in the 1300s, and there was some shipwreck or something off of the coast of
You're
Virginia.
going back to her ancestry.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Hang on
ancestry.
now,
Right.
hang on.
But that's not declaring
Let
her.
me. Can you let me
Let
get
her
to the
finish.
you too
point?
slow. Go,
I'm
girl.
trying.
You
My
right,
God.
stop.
Go.
So 1300s, Chinese came to America before Christopher Columbus, all them motherfuckers, right? Indians were here. They had it like a shipwreck. It was like huge. They used to come back and forth. Chinese were everywhere long before anybody, right? So when they had those wrecks and stuff, or they would just stay. They're coming to a new country.
Right.
They would stay and mix with the natives or pass as native. And that part
Yeah.
up and down the East Coast.
Right.
And then they came to the railroad later, and on what do you call it?
Yeah.
But they did. I mean, they had the railroad too on the East Coast. But like they would mix and they would pass, or they
right,
would
you
just
know
be
what?
they would just be
Just
counted
rapid.
as
Right,
because
I see what you're
who
saying.
would have thought that there's Chinese
Right.
people?
Yeah.
Like the woman.
Because it was all in South Africa too. When we went to South Africa, that's one of the heritage
Yeah.
there was Asian.
Like